Imagine being just 30 years old and on the brink of discovering you could have $1 million in your bank account. No lottery wins, no inheritance, no celebrity status required. Sounds impossible, right? Well, what if I told you this could be your future just by rethinking how you spend and save? Stay tuned, because in this mind-boggling scenario, you'll go from everyday spender to future millionaire by swapping out luxury splurges for a simple yet powerful investment strategy. Your name is Waffles Worthington. You're an ordinary American with a steady job, a cozy apartment, and a weakness for expensive treat-yourself moments. Maybe it's designer bags, fancy sneakers, or flashy electronics. Whatever they are, you've been dropping more money on these luxuries than you'd like to admit.
Stop it. Get some help.
Then one day, your coworker shows you a spreadsheet that reveals a shocking truth. The money you're casually spending on non-essentials could be your golden ticket to a seven-figure future. You're skeptical at first. After all, you've always believed becoming a millionaire required a massive income or striking it big with a winning lottery ticket. But Devin's chart tells another story, one that shows how modest amounts, consistently invested, can explode into $1 million in a surprisingly short timeline. Now, you're starting to wonder, could this ordinary life of yours become an extraordinary one if you just tweak your spending habits? On average, you've been blowing around $5,000 a year on high-end items, bags, gadgets, maybe even the occasional upscale weekend getaway. $5,000 there, it all adds up. According to statistics, many Americans shell out thousands of dollars on non-essentials annually, but let's keep the focus on you. For you, routine indulgences and a game-changing investment. Maybe you hadn't noticed how fast it piles up because you're swiping credit cards or using buy now, pay later apps. But the reality is, once you break down your monthly expenses, you might see that a chunk of your paycheck is regularly evaporating into items that lose value almost instantly. So here's the game changer. What if you, Waffles Worthington, stopped buying all those luxury items at age 30 and instead diverted the exact same amount of money, $5,000 a year, straight into an investment account? Let's paint the picture. Annual savings. You channel that $5,000 directly into your investing plan, investment return. You opt for an S&P 500 index fund, which historically offers around 8 to 10% average annual returns. We'll use 8% for simplicity. Timeline. You're determined to reach $1 million while you're still young enough to fully enjoy it. Using basic compound interest math, your $5,000 per year could hit that seven-figure mark in roughly 20 years, give or take, assuming the market behaves somewhat predictably. That means if you stick to the plan, starting at age 30, you might cross $1 million before you turn 50. That's a milestone achievement. No shortcuts, no risky day trading, just consistent investing and letting compound growth do its thing. Did you know that the average American family has more than $6,000 in credit card debt? Much of it comes from purchases that aren't strictly necessary. By redirecting what you'd usually spend on high-end purchases or by paying off that credit card debt first and then investing, you're setting the stage for a financial transformation most people only dream about. Picture your friend Jenna. She's also 30 and in love with designer shoes, dropping roughly $3,000 a year on them. Throw in a couple more splurges, and she's also at about $5,000 a year on luxuries. One day she asks herself, do I want a closet full of items I rarely wear, or do I want to eventually walk into my bank and see $1 million in my account? That question prompts her to try an experiment. She skips buying new shoes for one entire year and invests every penny of that would-be splurge. After 12 months, Jenna sees a modest but inspiring return. The market's up about 7%, netting her around $350 in gains, just from staying away from new designer releases and letting her money work for her. Now, she imagines what could happen over 20 years of doing the same thing. Suddenly, the idea of becoming a millionaire doesn't seem so far-fetched. Sure, she misses the thrill of unboxing a new pair of shoes, but the thrill of inching closer to $1 million is way more exciting. Maybe you're thinking, I like my designer items. I can't just quit cold turkey. The beauty of this scenario is that it doesn't force you to go into total spending lockdown. You could, for instance, have your luxury spending, put $2,500 into your fund, and invest the other $2,500. Yes, it'll take a bit longer to reach $1 million, but you'd still be on a path toward building serious wealth, compared to burning all your extra cash on items that don't hold long-term value. We're all swayed by clever marketing and social pressure to have the latest, greatest stuff, but the decision is ultimately in your hands. Do you want fleeting gratification or a future that could give you true financial freedom? 70% of millionaires reach their status through consistent saving and investing, not by winning a jackpot or inheriting large sums. This is based on Dr. Thomas G. Stanley's research in The Millionaire Next Door. The everyday lifestyles of millionaires might be less flashy than you imagine, focusing on modest spending and strong investing. So, Waffles Worthington, your roadmap is clear. First, identify and reduce the luxury spending that's draining your bank accounts. Second, routinely invest that saved cash, $5,000 a year if possible, into a low-cost, broad-based index fund. And third, stick to the plan. Even when the market dips, trusting that long-term trends can help you ride out the storms. Over the years, those contributions pile up. Add and compound growth, and you could open your brokerage app one day to see that glorious $1 million figure. This is real wealth, the kind that opens up choices, an earlier, more comfortable retirement, funding dream vacations, helping family members, or even kickstarting passion projects. So, the question is, are you ready to trade in some of your luxury habits for a millionaire future? By simply redirecting what you normally spend on status symbols, you could set yourself on a path to reaching $1 million before your golden years. What would you do if that day came? Quit your job? Travel nonstop? Keep building your wealth even further? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your plan. If this scenario inspired you, be sure to like this video, subscribe for more game-changing what-if stories, and share it with anyone who's itching to join the Millionaire Club. Because sometimes the biggest leap to your financial dreams is just a small shift in habits.